Hi, welcome to the No State Project channel. I'm Mark Stevens, and quick video here today. It seems to be kind of a theme that's going on. Rich douchebags. And we have a two-tiered system because, look, government was instituted by the rich for the benefit of the rich. So I went all through that in Government Indicted, which you can get. Look in the description, and you can use my PayPal link. If you want to support the channel, you can get a copy of the book or one of these awesome anarchy t-shirts. So the last video I did was where Elizabeth Holmes was actually not only being, well, she's actually been convicted and is going to prison. Here, this is an example of where if you got enough money, you do whatever you want, you pay a token fine, which you write off anyway. And so this is no different here. It's Krispy Kreme agrees to pay workers more than $1.1 million over wage theft claims. And it's amazing that they're being made to pay it anyway. But they agreed to this. They agreed to pay 516 workers more than $1.1 million in back wages and damages. Federal investigators had uncovered, quote, widespread and systemic, end quote, wage theft at the company. Now, if someone who works for the company, maybe one who made one of these wage theft complaints, if one of them actually engaged in theft and took a box of donuts, they're going to do time. See, when you're a rich douchebag, though, and you have money, if you're held to any account whatsoever, it's usually just a token fine. $1.1 million is not a lot of money to Krispy Kreme. This is wage theft, okay? This is stealing. And what I've noticed is, and I've done a search, is that nobody at Krispy Kreme is being held to, is going to prison or going to jail. There's no criminal investigations into this. And this just makes me crazy. So here, what began as an investigation into wage theft complaints at one Krispy Kreme store turned into a sprawling examination of the iconic donut maker's 242 locations, uncovering what the Department of Labor said Thursday was a widespread and systemic failure to pay workers what they were owed. As detailed in a November 15 consent order approved by U.S. District Judge Rebecca Grady Jennings, Krispy Kreme has agreed to pay back wages and damages to 516 employees, sure it's a lot more than that, who did not receive proper compensation for work and overtime they were stolen from. Wage theft, that's a real thing. According to investigators, the South Carolina-based company failed to include those employees' monthly bonuses when calculating their overtime rate. Yeah, just a simple oversight, right? You steal a box of donuts, you go to jail. You systemically and steal millions. It's all right. You're rich. It's okay. The agreement will mean a big payday for some employees. A manager of one location in Alabama, for example, is due to receive a check for more than $13,000. And other workers due just under $12,500. Overtime and wage violations are common violations found in food service industry investigations. Yeah, I'm sure. Employees who fail in their obligation to pay minimum wage and overtime wages as the law requires makes it harder for workers and their families to make ends meet. Well, yeah, of course. But the little people, who gives a damn? And of course, they had their token. For their part, Krispy Kreme said it's strongly committed to paying its workers fairly. Yeah, fungal. Yeah, sure you. Yeah, of course you are. It's just the cost of doing business, having to pay $1 million here. It's a cost of doing business. Instead of paying your workers what they deserve with a fair wage, no, you exploit and you just pay a token fine, which you write off. You can write off wages too. Of course, they don't agree. We do not agree with the department's findings and the basis for them. However, we have agreed to settle this matter with no admission of wrongdoing at the best interest of our business and our team members. It just reminds me of that scumbag Joe Arpaio. Cost the sheriff here in Maricopa County, cost the plebes like me a fortune in lawsuits. And I will say, got to be fair, these lawsuits are extraordinarily expensive. When when you're going after a company, when you're involved, I shouldn't say, when it involves companies like Krispy Kreme, the discovery is astronomically expensive. So, I mean, it could easily be more than $1 million just in discovery. So, it's a business decision. It's cheaper just to throw money at the problem, a lot less money than to go to court and whatnot. But the big thing here is there's no public information that I have found. And if you find it, put it in the comments. I'd like to see it. No one at Krispy Kreme is stealing over $1 million. We'll just say it's $1 million. Not a single one is being put under criminal investigation. Not a single one. So you steal a box of donuts in the United States, you do time. You're doing odd time. You're going to county lockup. But if you steal millions from poor people, see, that's the thing. Elizabeth Holmes, the tech bro, Bernie Madoff, they went after the rich. And they're going to prison. They're going to do time. Krispy Kreme's doing it right. They're going after the poor. They're going after the small people like me and you. So they just get a token. They get a token. They get a slap on the wrist. They get no criminal investigations. So these are the kind of things that make me crazy. It's not just government that's the problem. It's the businesses that the government protects because they got money. Both of them are a problem. Both of them are a damn problem here. That's going to do it for this particular video. If you'd like to help support the channel, you can go in the description and my PayPal link is there. You can get a copy of Government Indicted or one of these great shirts made right here in Mesa, Arizona. That's going to do it. But hey, thanks for watching the No State Project channel.